Don't shatter my world like that. I thought it was 7 guys had better things to do on a Saturday night. Dude, take it from a guy that has played games for a long time. When you are in your 20s and you find a community, like a gaming thing that you're just gonna like dive into, I played World of Warcraft like that. So 2005, I think, is when World of Warcraft came out. And I played that 8 to 10 hours a day, every day. I mean, the people that I met through that game, that was my family for months, fuck, even years in some cases. There was a PvP grind that in order to grind on the ladder, you had to play. I mean, to get all the way to the top, I spent a week and a half to 2 weeks, and I didn't go all the way to the top. I just went to, like, there was a level I wanted to hit for some gear, and then I was done. I spent probably a week to a week and a half where I would play a match, because there would be a battleground, which is a good place to farm PvP rank and shit. And then you would queue, and you might queue for, like, sit in the queue for 15 to 30 minutes or something. So I would ram the volume up on the speakers, and I would sleep for little, like, 10-minute, 15-minute things, pop up, do a 30-minute whatever, crash back out. You know, maybe it's 5 minutes, pop up, do the thing, like over a 24-hour day cycle for like a week to a week and a half. You know, what is important to you at that time in your life, or really any time of your life, when you decide this is what's important to me, people are going to dedicate to that shit 100 million%, to the point where, like, people will actively harass and hurt other people that threaten their hobby. And there are some people that, for whatever reason, have decided that I am the tumor that exists on the side of this community, that I'm going to somehow infect and destroy it by, I don't know, teaching people how to deal with carriers and shit. So some people have decided that this is a threat for whatever reason, and like white blood cells in the body, they have to go and attack it. Doesn't happen very often. Usually people just kind of chill the fuck out. They do them, I do me. But occasionally you have somebody that decides, we're going to do this. This is what we're going to make happen. So again, I haven't had to ban people, which is pretty cool, because for the most part, people just kind of chill. Sometimes people show up and they're just like, they'll troll, or they'll say something, or they'll more engage in a debate where it's like, you're really wrong on this, you say this and this is bullshit, you say this and this is bullshit, and then there'll be some back and forth. I'll engage. I'm happy to have a discussion, as long as it feels like the discussion has the ability to go somewhere. When you lose the ability to go somewhere is when, like, it just became pointless and all you're doing is bitching at each other. That's when it's not worth continuing. And there are some people that if you're coming at it in bad faith, if the whole purpose of being there is just to be a cunt, then great, congratulations, you decided you wanted to be a cunt and you achieved it. Like, there was no use here. So it's about that point where it's like, okay, you know, that's cool, but I've got other shit to do with my time, so I'm happy to help if I can, but if this is not going to go anywhere constructive or useful or whatever, then I'm just going to do me. Who remembers the 24-hour Ghoul Lord rotations? Frenzied Ghoul? I don't think I was that deep. In World of Warship Vanilla, I wasn't that. I did raid for like 70 to 90 hours a week in Wrath of the Lich King. It's not that complimented, man. It's fun to make fun. Simple as that. Yeah, I get it. It's cool to be a dick and have fun being a dick. But the problem is, when you're being a dick, you're being a dick. So, like, that's a problem. That's kind of that's like the rabbit shit in the chocolate chip cookies. You know, that's the part that's at the core that's really just the really unpleasant part of the core. That's the part of the cookie you don't really want to bite into. It's fun to, like, deal with the outside of it, but when you actually look on the inside and you're like, oh, son of a bitch, this is actually rabbit shit. Like, that's where the issue comes in. But it's fun to be a cunt. I mean, I guess. But you could just not.